Welcome to Lost Memory, the channel where the past never dies. If you like stories that left their mark on history, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe, and activate the bell. This video was made with much love and dedication to remember one of the greatest stars who ever lived, Marilyn Monroe, a woman whose beauty lit up the world, but whose soul always lived in shadows. I hope you enjoy it. The most desired woman on the planet died alone, one hot August night. On her nightstand were pills, papers, a disconnected phone, and a mirror. That mirror had been her most faithful companion. In front of it, she built and destroyed herself 1,000 times. What the world saw was a perfect smile, a dream body, a Hollywood goddess. But behind that smile lurked a silent storm. The story of Marilyn Monroe is not just that of a star. It is the story of a woman who was turned into a myth, and then devoured by it. This is the mystery of Marilyn Monroe. A story of beauty, power, and pain, that still remains unanswered today. Long before the world called her Marilyn Monroe, there was a girl named Norma Jean Mortensen. She was born on June 1, 1926, in Los Angeles, amidst poverty and chaos. Her mother, Gladys, was a film editor, a woman with dreams, but a fragile mind. Her father disappeared before she was born. Norma Jean grew up in foster homes, moving again and again. She never had a bed of her own for long. She never had a hug that lasted. In her childhood, she knew abandonment, fear, and the silence of loveless nights. But she also developed something that no one could take away from her, a deep need to be seen, to be loved. That need grew into a fire. At 16, she married a young factory worker named James Doherty. It wasn't for love, it was to escape the orphanage system. While he went to war, she posed for propaganda photographs. It was there that someone noticed what the entire world would eventually see, a light impossible to ignore. In 1946, she signed her first contract with 20th Century Fox. The executives decided that Norma Jean wasn't a name for a star. Thus, Marilyn Monroe was born. They dyed her hair platinum blonde, taught her to walk, to laugh, to move sensually. They transformed her into a perfect product for the American dream. And, obediently, she learned to shine. But inside her, that little girl who was looking for affection remained. Between each photo shoot and each film, she hid behind books. She read Freud, Proust, Dostoevsky. No one knew. Hollywood didn't want an intelligent woman. It wanted a smiling blonde who didn't ask too many questions. Her success was meteoric. Gentlemen prefer blondes, the 7-year itch, each film made her bigger. But the brighter her public image grew, the darker her private life became. The painkillers began. The sleepless nights. The doubts. And the loneliness that no applause could fill. Behind her fame, Marilyn wanted only one thing, real love. She married 3 times, searching for something that always eluded her. Her second husband was Joe DiMaggio, the American baseball hero. At first, he adored her, but her fame soon overtook him. Jealousy consumed him. He forbade her from filming daring scenes, he couldn't stand other men watching her. They separated in less than a year. Then came Arthur Miller, the intellectual, the playwright. She saw him as a refuge for her weary mind, a man who could understand her. But when she discovered that he described her in his notes as an emotional disappointment, something inside her snapped. "I can be loved on the screen, but not in real life," she wrote in her diary. Her career grew uncontrollably, but she was crumbling inside. In the 1960s, her name was associated with glamour, desire, and scandal. At that moment, her life intersected with the Kennedy brothers, first with John, then with Robert. At the private parties of the elite, Marilyn was more than a guest, she was a presence everyone wanted around and many feared. It is said that she knew too much, that she overheard conversations she shouldn't have, that she learned state secrets. And when power mixes with vulnerability, the end is almost always written. That night, silence was her last companion. Marilyn was found dead in her Los Angeles home. She was 36 years old. According to the official report, she died of a barbiturate overdose. But the scene was full of inconsistencies. Her housekeeper changed her story several times. The phone had been disconnected. Some documents mysteriously disappeared. The prosecutor in the case, years later, confessed that there was political pressure to close the case quickly. No one wanted to look too closely. Many believe Marilyn was silenced. That she knew too much about the Kennedys, the CIA, and other names that never came to light. Others, however, maintain that she herself gave up, exhausted, tired of pretending. Perhaps it was an accident, perhaps it was a choice. Or perhaps it was both. Life was slowly killing her, and that night, only the curtain closed. More than 6 decades have passed, and Marilyn lives on in every photograph, every poster, every imitation. But the real Marilyn, the one who read poetry before bed, the one who cried when no one was looking, that woman is still waiting for justice. She became a symbol of desire, but also a reminder of how Hollywood destroys what it loves. She was a victim of the system, and of her own heart. Her perfect image hides a truth that many prefer to ignore. Behind every star, there is a person who only wants to be understood. Marilyn was a shooting star. She crossed the sky, dazzled the world, and went out too soon. But even when it's out, her light still shines. Because there are souls that don't die, they only change shape. Marilyn wasn't just an icon. She was a real woman, with wounds, dreams, and a heart that never stopped searching for love. Perhaps her story doesn't have a happy ending. But it reminds us that even the most perfect beauty can hide the deepest pain. This was the mystery of Marilyn Monroe. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, I invite you to leave a like, comment, and subscribe so we can continue remembering the souls who shaped history together. See you in the next chapter of Lost Memory, where the past never dies.